Nikki, and I'm the blogger behind Nikki's Plate blog. It is a six-figure blog, and I was able to pay off all of my debt, especially from nursing school that cost a lot of money. And now I'm completely debt-free. I'm a full-time blogger, and it generates more than 6 figures a year. And I'm going to show you guys how to do the exact same thing and everything I did. So if this is something that interests you, you need to watch this video. You need to watch this video. So let's go. I have my notepad here. I literally wrote down every little thing because I did not want to miss one point for you guys. So I wrote everything down, I reviewed it, and now I'm ready to share it. So let's go. So how to start a blog, a successful blog in 2022. So we are going to jump into the 5 steps to starting a blog in 2022. Step 1, you need to pick your blogging niche. Okay, so this kind of seems like an obvious thing to do, which you probably have already thought about if blogging is something that you want to pursue. So a niche, which you will hear a lot in blogging niche is basically your topic. So whatever you want to blog about is called a blog niche. Okay, this is really important. It's going to help you a lot in further videos that I will do, but a blogging niche is basically your topic. You will want to pick something that you are extremely passionate about. And this is so important. I cannot emphasize this enough. You need to pick something that you will never, ever, ever get bored of talking about. You need to be passionate about it and basically almost like an expert. You want to be a bit of an expert on this topic because your blog is literally going to be this topic. So for example, if you are going to start a blog on camping, you need to have enough ideas in your head about camping that you will never run out of. You could literally write 5 to 10 blog posts a week on camping or on dogs. If you want to start a blog on dogs or a certain breed of dogs, you need to be able to have enough content on your blog that will generate high page views because we want it to be successful. So you need to pick a topic that is very, very important to you. I can't emphasize that enough. If, let's say, you know you want to start a blog and that's why you're watching this video, but you don't know quite what you want to blog about yet, that's totally fine. You can start a blog and not know what you're going to blog about, but you just need to make it broad at the beginning. So, for example, if you're going to start a lifestyle blog about makeup and fashion and home decor, and you don't know what you're going to be passionate about, start there and then funnel it down. So let's say once you start blogging, you realize that you're posting a lot more home decor than anything else, then maybe it's time to start niching down and making it more of a home decor blog. This is really important because it will make your blog more important in the long run. And I will get to that eventually, but you definitely want to make sure that your topic is pretty specific. So step 2, you are going to pick your domain name, your URL. What is a domain name? So that is basically what your blog is going to be called, and it's what your URL is going to be, URL. So in the address bar of Safari or what's the other one? Chrome, let's say. Whatever someone's going to type in the top, www. whatever, that is your domain name. So for example, mine is Nikki's Plate. So my URL is www.nickisplate.com. Okay, so a domain name is what basically your blog will be called. You always want to make sure that you're using the .com version because it is more popular. It is more typical, and people are going to be searching for your blog. The first thing they're going to put at the end is the .com before they search for you. So you want to make sure that it's easy for them to be able to find you. You also want to make sure that your domain name reflects your brand, reflects your blog. So you don't want to call it Dog Lovers and then it be a camping blog. So again, going back to the blog niche, this is super important. Whatever you're blogging about, you want your brand name, your domain name to reflect that. Also, keep it short and memorable. Don't make it so long that it takes forever for someone to type in Google, or it's forgotten, because this happens a lot where bloggers pick a huge phrase for their blog name and then it just falls through the cracks because nobody can remember it. So pick something short, like I would say maybe 2 to 5 words max. I don't know. That's what I would go with. Again, Nikki's plate, 2 words, easy. Also, you want to avoid using any symbols, any numbers, any hyphens, things like that, because that will really complicate things in the long run. So just keep it like words, letters, that's it. Okay, step 3, web hosting. Web hosting is a server. It's kind of where your blog will be housed, I guess, so people can access it on the web, on the internet. Web hosting is literally the hosting of websites. So it's where your website will be. A web host makes your blog accessible on the internet for everyone to see. So when you Google something, your blog will pop up. You absolutely need a web hosting. I would highly recommend not doing a free version. I know this is really hard, but I'm going to tell you it is going to affect you in the long run. Do not do a free version. You need to pay, and this is where it starts. So I would highly recommend using Bluehost. Bluehost is what I started my blog with. It's super cheap. I think it's like $6 a month, something really, really affordable, but you're gonna wanna own your brand name. You're going to want to own that URL and pay to have servicing done on it. And I can go into another video later on if this is something you guys are interested in, but you definitely need a web hosting. And I highly recommend Bluehost because that's who I started with. And they're absolutely wonderful, best customer service, highly recommend. I will link them below for you guys. Right now, I had to actually switch to Big Scoots, which is a web hosting, but it's for websites that get more traffic. So traffic is people that come to your blog. When those numbers get a lot higher, Bluehost isn't really able to accommodate that, and it slows down your site. So I had to move to Big Scoots, which is also a great web hosting service. So if you are not a new blogger and you have quite a few blog posts that are getting lots of traffic, then maybe you should consider moving to Big Scoots. So I moved once I hit about, I think it was 100,000 page views a month is when I switched to them. And it is a little more expensive. I think it's $35 a month, but again, great customer service. I never have any issues with my blog, and I highly recommend them as well. I'll link them below. Step 4, you need to set up a WordPress and plugins. So what is WordPress? WordPress is a content management service, basically where you go and you build your website. You pick themes, you write your blog posts, everything you do to create your blog is done on WordPress. It is a great platform for building websites. So I will insert a little screen recording of what my WordPress looks like right now so you guys can get an idea and see why you need it. Step 5, and the final step, write your blog posts. Again, this is anybody that asks me how they can grow their blog. This is literally the answer I give to everyone. Write blog posts, which should make sense. But a lot of people spend so much time on designing their perfect blog and working on the branding side and like the affiliates and the money, trying to get money at. Honestly, new bloggers, all you need to do is write blog posts. Just start writing blog posts. The more content you have, the better. The more content you have, the more likelihood somebody's gonna come to your blog. And that's what we want. We want readers to come to your blog. The more readers, more money. So, write those blog posts. So those are basically all the steps you need to start your own blog in 2022. Super simple. I highly recommend doing it. Even if you're thinking about starting a blog, start one, because in a year you might look back and say, I wish I started sooner. So once you're done these 5 steps, you're going to want to drive traffic to your blog. You're going to want to start monetizing your blog, which is a term used for creating revenue with ads or affiliate marketing. all that good stuff that comes way later after you've started a blog. So if those are things that you want to learn more about, make sure you subscribe to my channel because I am going to be doing a ton of videos on how to basically become a full-time blogger. So make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Hi, I'm Nikki and I run a 6-figure blog called Nikki's Plate, and I am going to tell you my entire story in this video, everything from the very beginning to where I am now. So if you are interested in that, make sure you keep watching. So